what is that $100 million barrier, Kevin? You and I are going to give our best input about what you might see if you're dealing with that and how people get around that. And so I'll start by framing out what I observe with people with that. And I'll just frame out to the viewer listener, this might happen at your company when you're at 40 or $50 million in revenue. You might be dealing with these things when you're at 100 or 150 million in revenue, or even 200 million. The barrier is a little artificial. We chose the 1, the 10, the 100, and the $1 billion barriers in various work just because it's clean. But the challenges happen for different types of businesses at different stages. You know, a builder might have more revenue than other types of businesses, and they might start experiencing this at a different stage than someone else, but they still have the same thing. So here's what I noticed, Kevin. I noticed that when they get to this point, they have a fairly full leadership team, but they don't have enough strong leaders. And one of the things that costs them is they have people who are, I'll call more placeholders, that worked when they were at 15 or 25 million in revenue. But as they've grown to 70 or 80 or $100 million in revenue, these people they're just weak. They're not strong enough to handle that kind of growth barrier. Do you ever notice that with clients where they'll have somebody and they're like, it feels like they're constantly chasing after putting out fires. Like I'll hear this way, Kevin, where they'll say, I'm going from one meeting to the next meeting to the next meeting, and their staff feels like they're getting shoved from meeting to meeting because that's the only way the owner knows how to solve these problems. What they don't have is they don't have strong enough leaders that they can lean on the leader to solve these problems versus then thinking they have to kind of push it through meetings to direct what's going on.